Hey guys, it's Brendan the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another Jurassic World unboxing and review video. Today we're finally cracking open the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Convention Crasher Tyrannosaurus Rex set. The box on the outside is pretty decked out in Mattel Creations logos and fun little symbols, and you can see the contents inside. I like that this external box is very informative and not just super bland. It's kind of cool that they do that each time. So we'll start with this one. I got these a long while ago, and I've been holding off on them for a bit since it's going to be quite a lengthy video. I've got two sets. Usually when it comes to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, I tend to go for picking up two of them because the package is just so beautiful that I like to keep one in package on the shelf and then have one out. And unfortunately, as these sets get bigger and bigger, getting two is harder and harder, but I managed to pick it up. Actually, I was on the road. I think I was heading from Montana to South Dakota when I had this ordered. Now, this is interesting. Unfortunately, it looks like my box got damaged. You can see kind of there's a nice big double crease down the side. So this is the one that I will be, I guess, taken out of package. It's really cool. It's got, you know, old television screen on the back. You can see with the name of the set and then Mattel Creations and two little buttons. We got a power button on the side here. That's really neat. And of course the image has some like old TV static. It's got some really nice logos on the side. We got the Lost World Jurassic Park, got the Volts Danger, and then the back of the TV, you can see there's little cords and then some little text. Let's see what this is. When the Tyrannosaurus Rex gets loose in San Diego, no one knows where he will turn up next. Amid the crowds, costumes, and commotion, how will fervent fans react when coming face to face with this fierce dinosaur? Just follow the screams. It's pretty neat. Okay. And then the logo on the back with like some holes in the back of the TV. I like that it's also dirty. Like there's simulated dirt smudges. So that's pretty cool. So let's, oh, San Diego. Welcome to San Diego. It's so fun. Let's look at the other box before we open this one up. I just want to see if it's in the same condition, which, judging by the outside of the box, it shouldn't be. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I just put up some new shelves, and thanks to Rebirth, they're all full now. So let's get this out. Here we go. Alright, this one is in very nice mint condition. I think I have to open both of them because, yeah, I want to display. Alright, I guess the outside of the box doesn't matter. So let's open the damaged box first. So there's a little bit of tape holding each side on. So I'll cut that, and we'll see what the box on the inside looks like. Notice, please call 911 immediately if you encounter a large lizard. That's cute. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. That is sick. It is a really colorful package. The glass, the blue glass, makes for a very vibrant piece, and the background, you can see there are fans running around complete chaos. This inflatable suit guy is huge. That is such a big figure. I'll have to compare that to a normal figure. We got a custom banner that says "When fans ruled the earth." That's a very nice touch to a set with a Rex that should be a bit more accommodating to fans, accuracy-wise, but hopefully they make a more accurate Lost World Buck Rex. I have a hunch they colored this one a bit more like the original Lost World toy, since it's an exclusive and a remold, and they're saving the actual Buck Rex for the main line. At least I'm hoping. Since it is an exclusive, and I know a lot of people were not able to get it, hopefully it's not the end of the world. There are better Lost World Rexes out there, including the Rebirth Rex, which we'll compare it in a bit. Looks like it's stepping on it like a display case that's cracking and breaking. That's really neat, really fun detail, and we get some little items as well. Let's check out the back of the box real quick. No text, just a big graphic with a bunch of people running. Very realistic. I wonder if these were based off of anyone specific. And then the guy in the inflatable suit. Now, funny enough, that inflatable suit, I think, was made during Hasbro's run of Jurassic World when it had the license. So it's kind of funny seeing it in a Mattel set. Now I'll open the other one real quick so that we can compare them and I can see which one shall stay in package. Now, usually these exclusive sets come with like a lights and sound feature, and I know these ones don't, but it would have been really nice because I do like it when the box has some sort of feature like that for display. I think it really adds to it for the people who do keep these guys in boxes. Right off the bat, a little bit of smudging on the plastic on this one. But I do like the arms better on this one, the way they're kind of pointed down like that. Let's see. So he's got straight arms, but the neck has no weird green bits on it, whereas this one has these, I don't know if you can see it, these funny light green kind of unpainted areas. So I'm thinking this one will come out of package, just because it has the kind of weird paint scuff there and the paint inconsistencies. I think it'll look more appealing as a photography model and a shelf model, and then this perfect condition box here, this one will be the shelf model. Yippee! Because it has perfect neck coloration as well. Even though the arm's straight, I guess I don't really mind. It is what it is. But the arms on this one are bent. But again, there's some paint that's kind of on the box, and then the white. It's not OCD. I'm just I'm just very particular when it comes to it. But deep down, I don't really mind either way. So yeah, we'll unbox this one, and then this set will find a place for it somewhere on my shelves. I might even do a in-package comparison with the last T-Rex exclusive set that we got. Okay, so time to unbox this guy. And I really want to see some more of the details down there, because I do see some like figures on the floor and stuff. There's a lot going on with these renders in the background. Is that Acrocanthosaurus? Hold on. What? Wait, that's it's a Schleich figure and a what model company is that? I swear. It's one of the more obscure ones. But that's from, oh my god, okay. They've done this before. Mattel has done this on the Brachiosaurus package with, I think, Schleich and Papo Parasaurolophus. So it's not uncommon that they'll use other model companies' dinosaurs for background renders, which is odd, but nonetheless, it's kind of a common thing now, interestingly enough. So let's start with the sides of the box. Snip. And I think I'll snip the other side. Oh, this is cute. The Lost World Jurassic Park. Oh, there's more tape to be snipped. Of course. But yeah, I got this set. I was actually driving, so I had to have my passenger order this for me, and that was a very stressful ride because I think they sold out in about 5 minutes, give or take. So I didn't want to miss out on this set because I knew it'd be a couple hundred on eBay afterwards, which is awful. But luckily enough, it put us in a waiting room and I was able to walk them through how to pre-order. So it wasn't like you gotta put all your information in and then you're in the waiting room. It gives you a spot beforehand. So, oh wow, tail is mummified. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, if I want to cut the tape or not. Kind of interesting way of wrapping it. There we go. I do appreciate the kind of Kenner-esque vibes they had going on with the color. Wow. It's a pretty nice tail. At first I didn't really like the render photos too much when I first saw it, but in hand it's not actually that bad. Let's see. As in like the color consistency, I was kind of afraid that, oh, maybe they had different colors on the head from the rest of the body and it would just feel kind of off. So we got the Rex out of the package. Now let's look at the background. So I'm pretty confused by this. I'm not sure why Mattel puts other models, other dinosaur toys in the background when they could use their own toys, like renders of their own Jurassic dinosaurs. But you can see there's the iconic Papo Rex, there's the Schleich Rex, and then there's the Recor Acro, or I don't know, the other model company, Acro. There's the Schleich Stego, the Spinoceratops is back there. Oh, they're using a row. The Fallen Kingdom, just straight up Rex render, that's not a toy or a model or anything in a case. Okay, very interesting. I wonder, these like stock photos? Do the model companies just have them out there for free? Are they knockoffs? Photos of knockoffs, and that's why they're used in the background? Very interesting design choice. There is a Brachiosaurus back there. I can't tell. Maybe it's just a normal Brachiosaurus render, but that's definitely not from a model company I recognize. Now, they do have Jurassic Park banners up there, which is really cool. The logo is really nice. Got the front gates in the corner. So, very convention-esque. They got some posters back there as well. I love it. The carpet. On the floor, we have a Spinosaurus short tail, cheap plastic toy, and then 2 guys down there. We have to find out what those are by taking this out. And now it looks like it's being held in by tape. Should probably free it from its prison. It's just very interesting to analyze the box. Their design choices are very bizarre to me. So we'll get the banner out. I do like this custom banner though. This is a very unique item. Now I feel like this set should have just been the inflatable costume and the banner, but the addition of the Rex made it so costly. And again, I hope it's not just exclusive. I hope eventually everyone can pick up the Lost World Rex, because that would suck. So this is cool. This is really neat. Very unique Mattel piece. I want to take this out, but I don't know how it's attached. It's attached by these. Just kind of lift this up. I think that's the Triceratops in there. Yeah, that's Papo Triceratops. And the Papo Running Rex, of course. I don't think Mattel owns any of these brands. That is just so weird. That is just so weird. Oh my goodness. I feel like they should have their latest models, like renders of their latest toys out in these display cabinets. That would make a lot of sense. Unless Mattel doesn't exist in the Jurassic Mattel universe. But I mean, we've seen Mattel toys in Rebirth. They had some in the convenience store. So, I mean, Mattel toys do exist in the Jurassic universe. And weirdly enough, they existed at a time where I don't think they would have existed. So, but yeah. Okay. Let's finish unboxing this guy. Enough of me. Oh, whoa. Oh my god, it is hollow and rubbery. I was not expecting that. Okay. Let's start from the bottom. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's an inflatable costume. That it's gonna be, you know, rubbery. I'll get my more durable scissors and I'll just demolish this real quick. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. It is just very not sturdy. That's crazy. Let's get this plastic tape off. Again, it's so weird to see a Mattel version of a Hasbro era Tyrannosaurus Rex inflatable costume. I mean, it went viral, so I guess they're trying to play on the fact that it's viral. But that's pretty neat, pretty cool. Very unique Jurassic figure. Weird to think that this is like canon, toy canon with a bunch of other figures. It's got some articulation, like a lot, especially in the legs. And I'm pretty sure the head's interchangeable because they're... Oh wow, it's just a little... I got a little peg system. That's neat. Do I have a human figure handy real quick? Because I really want to know the scale of this thing. So I'll grab Dr. Grant from behind me. Oh, yeah, it's pretty much the same height, the legs bent. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it was looking a little big to me, but I guess that's just the bulk of the figure. So let's... I already dropped the head. The head does not want to stay in. This dude's head, let's try it with the guy head. Again, I wonder if this is anyone specific. I don't do my research on these things, so I wouldn't know, but maybe there's someone on the Mattel team or something. Cool. Ah, that's so cute. Very fun. Okay, now what else do we have? These two items. Now, how are we going to get these without destroying the package? Fortunately, we got to destroy the package. Okay, let's yeet the package. Yeet. Alrighty, so what do we got? We got this bag. It's made out of the same material as a normal tote bag, which is so cute. So we've got a Kenner Mattel scale tote bag, 2025, Jurassic Park, and also doubles as a backpack. So the suit person can hold it. It's very well made, very detailed. I love this. This is such a cool detail. Now we've got some books. This looks like a book. That looks like a book. A poster maybe rolled up on the side here. And then various posters and books. Oh my goodness, it's just a bunch of books and posters. And one box. Okay, interesting. I don't know what the books are, but the posters definitely are like things that they're getting signed. And then, this is the coolest little Easter egg. It's a tiny Mattel scale version of this playset, of this exclusive figure set. And it makes sense, because of course this is like the guys at the convention that this is sold at, and he's gonna buy it. That's so cool. And you can see there's the little inflatable suit, there's the little bag on the ground. Wow, that is just such a neat little trippy thing. Even the side of the box, and the back, and everything is there. Holy cow. These stairs, though, are not on the actual box. Oh no, they are on the actual box. Oh my god. There they are. There's the stairs. Never mind. Wow. That is just so cute. That is so cool. This is unique. This is very fun. Again, I just wish this was the set. This would have been the perfect price. I mean, all fans would have been able to get it. Would have been really cheap. And it would have been totally worth it. But they added the Rex, and it's really expensive. And also now exclusive. So, that's cute. I wonder, let's see if the bag fits on the guy. Oh my goodness. I don't want to break it. There we go. Ah, that's so adorable. Look at that. And I think they can hold the item. Ah, we dropped it. Wow. Okay, this is cute. This is, wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love that the legs are posable and stuff too. That is very fun. Okay, so there are these little items. Now let's get to the main part of the set. The Buck Rex. So I'll move my scissors out of the way. And of course I've got all my Lost World doodads here. So let's see. The inside of the mouth is a nice dark pink. The tongue is a nice plastic. The teeth are rubbery and nice and sharp. This is an upgrade from the older Rex. And let's close the jaws. I think they can only open and close together. Yeah, this is something we see in the more later figures like the Giga and the Spino. The legs are really nicely painted. They got stripes all the way down. Got like this kind of yellowy green. And, like, ooh, crisp articulation. Yeah, everything's not too terribly tight. Ugh. Yeah. And I think you can kind of splay the legs out a bit. Yep. And they got paint on the backs of the legs. This nice light coat underneath the belly. The arms have a nice amount of articulation even at their wrists. And the neck has 2 points of articulation, so you can get a lot of posability out of that. And I got, unfortunately, a white stripe right there. Not the end of the world, but interesting. The eyes are fantastic. They've got this really beautiful yellow glass in there. They're very, very, very crisp, not opaque, not kind of cloudy like our previous Rex figure. Now let's pop the tail in. So, things this figure are missing are obviously the bulk of the Buck Rex and the dewlap, the hanging skin underneath the neck. And I think maybe some head features. Is this a straight repaint? Let's find out. I've got our previous San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Rex. This one came with the toilet set. You can see the teeth are not separately molded. They're part of the head. They're painted, and the eyes are a tad bit cloudier. So, right off the bat, they added little scratches on the nose. The jaws squared off a bit. You can see this is straighter. This is more of a slope. So there's some little differences. I'm not seeing much else. The nostrils are a little deeper. These brow horn scales are just ever so slightly more defined. Should be more obvious that they're completely different sculpts, but it's just more like an updated version of the original sculpt. Okay. And yeah, that's about it that I'm noticing right off the bat. There isn't anything special with the big scales or anything. They didn't amplify them at all to any degree. And I think, yeah, the arms are different. The feet are a tad bit smaller. You can see how long that middle toe is in comparison to the new one. And tails are the same length. Bodies, I'm not seeing too much change or variation. Oh, and the neck has a little bit more veiny, dewlappy stuff. Actually, no, wait, it doesn't. They're the same level of dewlappiness. They're just, this one's painted, and this one isn't up here. Okay, so yeah, not too much changed. Just some tad bit head sculpt variation, like that straight back here and the scratch on the side of the nose here. Yeah, slightly updated, a little bit more detail in terms of like it being crisp. And yeah, the feet are smaller. So there's not too much new with the sculpt, unfortunately. It is definitely less loose than the previous Rexes, so they definitely improved on that. And I do like the color. It's not terribly accurate to the movie, but they are clearly going for that Lost World Buck Rex feel, the Gulper Rex in the back. So we'll compare it real quick. Definitely is nice and nostalgic. A bit bright, but I mean the Spinosaurus is pretty bright, so you can see on the Buck Rex, the green's a bit more blue, but there's some parallels, like the green on the arm is there. It's got some lines down the back. Interestingly enough, the snout, there's no black on the snout. This guy's got black. They do have the mascara, of course. No lines on the snout, though, on this one. And the underbelly, most notably, is white on both of them. So that's a nice detail. And yeah, no, that's cool that they kind of were inspired by the original toy to make that color decision. Now let's see what it's like compared to the Rebirth Rex. So the Rebirth Rex is everything the Bull Rex should be. It is chunky, it is large, thick, fat. Look at those thighs. The feet are definitely smaller in comparison. Very sharp toenails, and the head just has so much bulk to it. Just compare it. Look at that. Thicker. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And the colors are nice and dark. It's got this kind of like darker green to it, some blacks and browns, and the underbelly is less bright, almost like a grayish white. Doesn't stand out as much. It's nice and subtle. And the teeth, of course, they're actually not as large as this guy's. Rebirth Rexes are smaller, huh? So, yeah, definitely this guy's chunkier. If you do want a Lost World Rex, your best bet is probably to get the Rebirth Rex. If you weren't able to pick up this set, this guy works just as well as a stand-in. So, let's compare it now to the Spinosaurus. Gotta rotate the feet. So, this guy, oh my god, is so cool next to him. I've seen some photography of the two of them, and it just looks phenomenal together. These guys work well. They are both brighter figures. They're not as dark. They've got some really nice whites, like this light red, light green kind of combo. In person, they work really well. So I can see how people are absolutely loving taking photos of these two together. They do actually match up pretty well. In terms of scale too, they're really nice. Wow. Okay, I gotta get out and do some photography with these two. That's just sick. And of course, I think they're... Yeah, the Spino is longer. So if we put them tail tip to tail tip, the head's just a tad bit longer, of course. So Spino is awesome. With this guy, they pair great together. Now let's see how it compares to its mainline counterpart. So this is the Buck Rex from the mainline. You can see it's got 5 lines on its back. None on the head, none on the back, none on the tail. It's a single solid green. There's no paint on the toes or the fingernails. It feels really cheap and janky, but it's got a very nice head sculpt. You can see that straight jaw part that this guy has. They implemented that, but the brow horns could have been a bit more defined on this figure. This has a different head shape from the rest of the mainline Rexes, so it's more noticeable. This is less noticeable. They should have done a bit more to emphasize it, but size-wise, this guy is a beast in comparison to this poor little Rex. So it definitely has a size advantage on it. And then, of course, we've got Mercedes-Benz. They look really nice together. It's nice and bright, just like the figure. I can see it being perfect for photography. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen a lot of people doing photos of these two together. What else can we compare it to? The Mamenchisaurus in the back. Let's bring Mamenchi over. And Stego. So it's kind of nice that the new Stego came out recently, but the Stego has some really nice colors. They're a bit more earthy. It's got a lot of browns in it, so it's kind of less, to me, compatible in terms of like the color. It's not as bright, not as like vibrant, but more kind of down to earth. I think the Rex fits really well with the Mamenchi. Menchi is a bit more lighter and it's got that nice underbelly spray to it. So if we move the Stego, I think it also looks really nice with the Geosternbergia. Having those bright colors really pairs them well, and I think there's a lot of room for fun photography with that guy. And I think the Para might also look nice with it. Yeah, Para's very bright. It's got those yellows, oranges, etc. Those two would be really well in photography together. Who else do we got? Pachycephalosaurus. It's a bit more earthy, bit more, it's not as bright as the other figures. So, kind of nice together, but less fitting. The Baby Rex is kind of like a nice in-between of bright colors and more darker ones. So I think they actually look kind of nice together if we move everyone out of the way. There they are. Oh, they're a nice scale too. It's very cute. Very much a nice pair. I'm glad that the, it's kind of interesting, the older mold actually has a bit of consistency with these older Hammond collection figures, so it fits a lot better with them, I feel. Now, we've got the Raptors. Of course, they're very bright, very iconic. Tiger Raptor definitely works well with this figure. I think they look great together. And Baby Stegosaurus, not as colorful. More, again, movie accurate colors. So they're very dark. And then the Kenner Para, oh my god, it is so bright. But yeah, no, that looks fantastic. Okay, so, oh, I can't zoom out. There we go. Here is the whole Hammond collection, Lost World Dinosaurs, plus a few extras. That is quite the lineup. It all looks fantastic together. I think a lot of the other figures hide the inaccuracies of the Buck Rex, and its bright green colors kind of helps it fit in with some of the brighter colors of the other figures from this lineup, even though some of them have that more natural screen accurate color. There's a nice mix, a very diverse mix, that kind of ties it all in together well. So if you had these guys on your shelves or in photography, there's not too much making them stand out from each other. I think they all kind of mesh very well in terms of vibes and style as well. So yeah, no, I very much like this figure, and I really want to get out and do some photography with it. Again, it's a little too bright for my taste, but I think it works really well with how bright the Spinosaurus is in the back. Their colors work nicely together, so at least they'll look fantastic in photography. And if you don't like how bright this Rex is, or you weren't able to get it, do not fret. The Rebirth Rex is perfect. It's got the nice balance of dark colorations with the chunky body, and it's very, very dynamic in terms of the detail. It's got a lot of detail and enough movement that you can pose it for photography as well. But nonetheless, I'm glad I picked this guy up. I cannot wait to put it on the shelf and see how it looks. Yeah, and of course the little extras are a fun touch. So many cute little unique things to come with this set. And I'm actually excited to see what they do next year. I hope they listen to a lot of the fans' feedback and we get something truly special and worth the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive title. So anyways, again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out my previous videos if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.